Hello, everyone. My name is Dawn. Welcome to the Soulful Voices Circle Daily Oracle Card Reading. Today is May 9th, 2022. So, today we are going to read from a different deck. It is called the Priestess of Light deck. It is another deck by Sandra Ann Taylor, who is the same person who wrote and created the cards from the Energy and Spirit Oracle that we used last week. Before we go into this, I just wanted to briefly read to you a little bit about what this deck is. So it says the Priestess of Light Oracle taps into the profound wisdom of the natural and energetic worlds, drawing on the divine feminine archetypes, spirit animals, and sacred geometry. The Priestess of Light Oracle is designed to answer a variety of questions. It will illuminate what is hidden, help you understand yourself and the world, and guide you towards a more fulfilling future. So that is the basis of the creation of these cards that the creator Sandra Ann Taylor used when developing the cards. And the artist for the cards, her name is Kimberly Weber. Beautiful pictures on these cards, beautiful cards. You might want to run out and get yourself a deck just to have something different to play with if you are into purchasing oracle cards, or if you're not sure which one to use, just jump in. Maybe try this one since we're working on it this week. Okay, so the Priestess of Light deck, and we are going to just, it's a new deck, new day, new week. So let us ask the question of, in order to be in alignment with our highest good today, what is it that we need to understand about the energy coming up for us this week? Okay, so let's ask the Priestess of Light to come forward during this reading and to help us with that guidance and wisdom. So, with that in mind, close your eyes. We're going to do our breathing. Take a deep breath in, blow out. Take another deep breath in and blow out nice and slow, listening to the very faint sound of your breath. Putting all your energy into dropping that breath into your heart center. Inhale again. Exhale. And I ask our angels and guides to come forward to assist us today with this divinely guided oracle card reading, and to welcome in the wisdom and guidance of the Priestess of Light to assist us here today as well. I ask that the divine light surround us with the golden light of protection, and that the divine light help to keep out any negative or lower energies that may be trying to come into or attach to this reading today. I ask that the wisdom is of the highest light for our highest good. I'm going to take one more deep breath in and blow out. Let's do that one more time. Just really, with this last deep breath, center yourself, ground yourself into this reading. Block out anything else that may be around you at this time. In and exhale slow. Okay, as always, you're welcome to keep doing your breathing as we do this reading. Shuffling this deck. Now, this deck, it doesn't matter whether the card is upright or reversed, it has the same meaning according to the creator's guidelines for reading this deck. That was the intention that was put into the oracle at the time of its creation. So that's very important to understand that while we can, of course, always we need to use our intuition when doing card readings. But we also need to take into consideration when we are choosing a deck or being drawn to a deck, what it is that the creator of the deck wanted to bring into this world. What is the energy? And so that is why we try to follow those guidelines as a way of making sure that the readings that we're doing are consistent with the energy that the deck is here to transmit into the world. Okay, so what do we need to understand about the energy of this week? Okay, I have some energy coming from this block of cards, so I've pulled them from the deck. Get this card. Harvest. Harvest. It's number 44, Gathering of Blessings. Okay. So, and you can see by the card that it's a very pretty card, very artistic, simple, yet it has enough detail in it to allow us to, begin to feel the energy that the creator put into this card and what the oracle, the message of the oracle, wanted the creator to give to us at this time. Okay, so when we think of harvest and gathering of blessings, usually what this means is that you have planted the seeds. You have perhaps begun a new project or have been working on a project for quite some time, and that you've planted the seeds, right? And that it's been growing, you've been nurturing it and taking care of it, right? Giving it water, giving it food when necessary, giving it the energy, the time, and the energy that it needs to develop into something that you choose for it to be. And now is the time for the fruits of that harvest to be picked. Okay? That is the essence normally of a harvest oracle card when we receive it. It's just like nature, and as these cards said, they tap into nature, the energetic fields of nature. Okay, so with that, gathering of blessings. So let us go look at card number 44 in the deck, in the book rather. The priestess of the harvest gazes at an ear of corn with great reverence and appreciation for this sacred sustenance. The cause, the seeds, along with the effect, the nourishing food, coexist right in her hands, a tribute to the bounty and blessings of Mother Earth. The priestess knows that her own efforts and intentions are part of the ongoing abundance that nature brings. When you receive this card, you are being put on notice that your harvest is coming. There is a project or goal to which you have devoted much effort and attention, and you are about to reap the rewards. You have planted your intentions with care and taken the action needed to tend the seeds and cause them to thrive. So, if you haven't already seen the fruits of your labor growing in your life, be aware of the potential bountiful results about to come your way. And if there is some work yet to be done, consider the best course of action and make that a priority. Remember, too, the simultaneity of cause and effect Even as you are harvesting the blessings of your past actions, you are planting the seeds for the coming harvest. Oh, did I? Wait. You are planting the seeds of future outcomes. So, as you ready yourself for the coming harvest, also know that your sacred appreciation for the gifts you're receiving will be seeding the energetic fields with even more joyous results. Affirmation: I work joyously on the goals that I am planting now, and I appreciate all the support and sustenance that the universe has to offer. Okay, so consistent with what I was saying before is that it's a harvest card. It means that you have been growing something, you have been working on something, you have been working toward a goal, and now is the time that you are going to get ready to receive the blessings and the harvest, the fruits of the bounty that you have been creating through the experience you're having with the project or goal that you set out. So let's say you're not working on a project, like maybe you're not doing anything creative per se. Um, you're not trying to start a business, or you're not trying to bring a painting into existence, or a written work, or anything of that nature. Maybe that's not what you're doing, but perhaps you have been working toward a goal. Maybe you have been exercising, right? And working toward a goal with your exercise, or you've been wanting to do that, right? Or maybe you have been saving money for something that you would like to purchase. So, what the universe is saying here is that you have been doing a really good job at laying the foundation, right? If it's a goal to save money, you've been going to work, you have cut back on your expenses, you have been putting that money aside, right? And what they're saying, the universe is saying, the angels, the guides are telling us that now is a time when you are about to be able, you're really close. If you're not already there, you're really close to being able to make that purchase, right? Or to achieve that goal. If you're running in a 5K, maybe you are struggling to get to that point, but you're almost there. So there are all ways to look at this card. It's not just about creating something necessarily physical. It could be about goals that you have and intentions that you have set out, and anything that you've been working really hard on. The rewards of that hard work are about to, quote, pay off. Okay? So that is what the energy of this week is. So, um, if for some reason you are not quite there, just keep working at it this week, because your continued work this week may mean that, sometime in the next couple of weeks you are going to reap the benefits of what it is that you're working on, right? So when we say the energy of the week, does it mean that everything this week that you've been working toward, exactly what you've wanted, is going to come through? No, that does not mean that. What it means is that this is a prime week, that the energy is right for you right now, that the universe is working in such a way that this is a good time for you to begin the process of finishing up those things that you have been working toward, right? Or to sit back now. If you have finished it up, now is the time for you to sit back, relax, and wait for the fruits to come to you. Okay, it doesn't mean that you don't continue to water. It just means that you've done most of the hard work, right? You've done it. You have put the time and the energy in. It is created. All you have to do now is sustain it. And then as you continue to sustain it, then the energy will shift into the harvest of what you've been doing. The other important point here is the point of gratitude. The card touches The meaning of the card touches on the point of gratitude, because whenever we are ready to receive something, we need to be ready to be grateful for something. This is an energetic exchange of consciousness that takes place. So as you're receiving, you're giving that gratitude back out, right? This is the way that the universe works, because the more that you express gratitude for the things that you have, the more you will open yourself up to the gifts that can come your way. When you are not grateful for the things that you have or that are coming to you, if you take it for granted and you think it's just going to keep coming, then you are shutting off the possibilities, right? Because you're not working in co creation of putting out that love and gratitude into the world that is needed to raise the consciousness. So if you're not working with the intentions of the universe, then you are working against it. Therefore, you are working against yourself. So be certain as you go about this time period now, as you're finishing up doing what you're doing, or if you finished up, like I said, and you now is the time you're waiting for things to really lift off, be in a state of gratitude for how far you have come so far, and be in a state of gratitude for the abundance that's going to come your way, that is really already there, just waiting to be shifted into your presence. Now, abundance. What is abundance? It's not necessarily money, although most of us think of it that way, that that's abundance. And that's probably what a lot of people are working toward when they're doing something, when they're, working on a project. Abundance can be money. Many times it is. Abundance can be the abundance of love, a surge of love and appreciation that comes your way for the hard work that you're doing. Maybe you're doing charity work, right? And you're not making a lot of money doing this. Maybe you're just making some money, to help maintain the charitable organization. But the payoff is not in the financial aspect of the work that you're doing. Instead, it is in the receiving of the love and gratitude that those that you are helping return back to you. And that's the abundance, that you are doing something for the sake of doing it, because you know that doing it brings light to the world, that it helps somebody, it brings joy to somebody or to certain situations. Okay, so when we think about abundance, let's not just think about money. Let's think about the other things we can receive. Sometimes it is something else tangible. Maybe it is just that. Maybe you do farm or grow crops. Maybe it's just the fact now that everything you've been planting and growing, that you're now going to have this huge harvest and you're going to have so much food available, so much so that you're probably going to be able to share it with other people, right? So let's look at all these different ways of that we can receive abundance. Okay, so I think that that pretty much covers today's card. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Just comment below the video once you watch it. And I think that tomorrow we will continue with this deck, the Priestess of Light. Once again, this is the deck we are working with. And I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Have a great Monday. Bye-bye now. Sending much love.